Ladies and gents, the next couple of kids that we are going to be looking at throughout these player profiles have all been tied to Liverpool this summer. Let's see what actually happens to them in the game. First one up, Khéphren Thuram. He has been all over the place. I've seen him in so many different saves, so many different Facebook posts. I know Dr. Benji, I believe, picked him up at some point. But midfield, defensive midfielder, he looks pretty good so far right at the start. He's a French 21-year-old contracted to Nice right now, but rated 10 to 30 million. Who is he wanted by? He is wanted by Bayer Leverkusen. So 21K per week, regular starter. He's looking, like I said, pretty good. Passing at 15, dribbling at 14, first touch at 15, technique at 15. He's got a lot of good numbers already. Definitely one Liverpool could use, especially having seen the likes of Naby Keita, Ox, and Milner all leave for the summer. So we definitely need to bring in some midfield. But can Khéphren Thuram actually find his way to Liverpool in this one? We're going to see in just a minute. Career milestones, as you can see, he's only got two. So scored his first senior club goal and made his senior club debut. So we've seen both of those. Stats, you can see he started out at Monaco from 16 to 19, made his way to Nice, has been there for 78 appearances so far. But is Liverpool in his future? Well, let's go every couple of years and see where he ends up. And I'll meet you back here in the 2033 season. As you can see, 10 years past, 32 years old, and he is actually at Tottenham these days. And if we take a look at Tottenham, has he brought them to any competition wins? You can see 2027 Europa League, 2027 runner-up in Super Cup, 2033 runners-up the FA Cup, 31 UEFA Europa Conference League. So they've gotten a couple things, Carabao Cup, but overall, not a lot that they'd wanted. Premier League Cup, yeah, okay. But still, not a lot of what they'd probably hoped for, but Thuram is looking pretty nice. 59 caps right now for the French national team, 6 goals, 35 to 105 million rated, 175K per week until 2034 as a regular starter. But look at his numbers. Passing, first touch, technique, all in the greens, determination, positioning, and vision. 16s, fantastic. Acceleration is 14, pace is 15. So, I mean, average probably not too bad. But overall, I mean, his numbers look pretty darn nice. Career stats, if you take a look, he moved from Monaco on a free to Nice and then 39 million in the 25-26 season to Tottenham. Sevens and above every single season has been fantastic to see. Assist man right there. But overall, I mean, his numbers, they're fine in terms of goals and assists. But he's looking like he's playing a lot of games for the most part. I mean, 31 games is not all that much for a regular starter, that is. But look at these numbers. Absolutely fantastic. Milestones, as you can see, a lot of seasonal best 11s. Olympic Games best player runner-up. First international cap against Bosnia-Herzegovina. More seasonal best 11s bought by Tottenham for 31, rising to 39. Seasonal best 11s for France, Tottenham. There you go. Europa League winners. Nations League winners for France. First international goal against Malta at age 26. European championship winners. So he's got a lot, nothing to his name really, but a lot of trophies in the cabinet for club and country. European South American Super Cup winners, their Conference League, Carabao Cup. So yeah, nothing to his name sadly, but I mean, you still got a ton of trophies in the cabinet. Now, injuries are going to be a mixed bag. As you can see, he doesn't have a lot of injuries here, but they're all moderates. 2 majors, some minors, 1 slight. That is it. So if he gets a major, if he gets an injury, it looks like he could be out for at least a week. Some of them you can't help. Gashed lower leg, but twisted ankle, twisted knee, damaged heel. He's got some foot issues, some leg issues, maybe. But again, there's not a lot of them, which is nice to see. Seasonal stats, Europa League, 754 in 11 plus 2 appearances. 31 plus 2 for Premier League, 7.34. At 32 years of age, he is doing a fantastic job. It's absolutely amazing, I would say. FA Cup, 6 appearances, 7.23. Not great for the nation, but I mean, he's not playing a whole lot of games, a lot off the bench. You can actually see Thuram leads the league in assists with 11 at 32 years of age still. So, I mean, he is definitely up there in the chart and definitely made a name for himself in the Premier League. But there's nothing else here for him. Key passes, I'm actually surprised he's not in there. So he's got one short-term plan. It is to be captain at the club. We'll see if he can get that, but let's see when he retires. Well, as you can see, 36 years of age. This is when he retires. His short-term plan is plans to retire at the end of the season. 36, 65 caps overall, 9,000 to 26K, and as you can see, contracted to Man City, 145K per week as a fringe player. That's insane. But he did move there this a couple of seasons ago, actually, has not made a lot of appearances. I wonder if injuries are the problem. But Tottenham, 290 appearances with only 9 goals. I mean, still, as a midfielder, 9 goals. But 34 to 37, Man City, 48 appearances, only 1 goal. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely time for him to retire. As you can see, in the 2034-35 season, he did move to Man City for 22 million. Still had a 7.0 average rating there with 32 appearances, but halved that the season after, 6.81, has made no appearances whatsoever, 36, 37. So yeah, I mean, it is definitely time to retire. Again, I'm going to assume injuries are the case. You know, let's just take a look. No, injuries are not the case. His last injury was a twisted ankle in 2033. So I do not understand why he's not played a single game this season. You can see he played in the FA Community Shield, leasing.com trophy. Was he, where was that? But I mean, yes, his acceleration is just abysmal, but his technicals, his mentals are still pretty darn nice for having played 0 times this season for Man City. Oh well, it's just how things go when you're at the tail end of your career. But I mean, it's been quite a career. So milestones, it looks like he was thrown to the under 21s, which is why he was in the leasing.com trophy. But Premier League champions, Carabao Cup winners, Champions League winners, they actually won the Champions League, FA Cup, FA Community Shield winners. So yeah, still no personal accolades minus that one Olympic Games here, best player runner up. But overall, still, I mean, a ton of trophies in the cabinet. It's kind of sad that you're being thrown to the under 21s and your last 2 trophies for the entire time you're playing your entire career are under 21 Premier Division International Cup winners and Premier Division 1 champions. But still, you get that Premier League champions. You help them out a little bit at least. UEFA Champions League, you helped them out greatly there. So yeah, definitely time to retire, but you have a trophy cabinet full of stuff. But that's it for Khéphren Thuram. Unfortunately, did not find his way to Liverpool, but found his way to the Premier League soon after, and actually really caused quite a storm. Unfortunately, his last couple of seasons just didn't do all that much, and he kind of fizzled out. But overall, I mean, he was a player to beat, and I'm surprised he stayed at Tottenham for a while instead of moving to Man City a little sooner, or somewhere a little bit, Real Madrid, Barcelona type stuff. But overall, I think a fantastic career. So that is it for Khéphren Thuram. I am Khéphren FM for the Football Manager blog channel saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.